Dear senior parents and students, welcome to the fall senior meeting from Open House on September 1st, 2021. I'm going to walk you through the slides and give you any information that might be missing just from reading a PowerPoint. The agenda that we covered back in September 1st was graduation information, other important senior need-to-knows, including things like cap and gown purchase, as well as parking permits. We also reviewed senior photos and baby ad pictures for the yearbook, things like that. Okay, so for those of you who were not aware, last year for the class of 2021, we did move our graduation ceremony off campus to Mariucci. It is Spring Lake Park High School's plan to return to Mariucci this year for the class of 2022. We are still discussing the date with the University of Minnesota, and we will be sure to reach out to all parents and students as soon as a date is confirmed. This information is going to get to you through Mr. Boucher's weekly newsletter. Parents, your weekly newsletter will come to your inbox every Wednesday, so be sure it's not going to your spam or your junk mail. Information throughout senior year, there will be a lot of information in there throughout senior year that you will find important. And students, please be sure, especially if you are off campus this year and not using Schoology for classes, that you are still logging in and checking your Schoology messages. I would recommend once a week to get important information like graduation dates and things like that from your counselors and from the administrative team. We also did a quick review of graduation requirements. Students, you can see here all of the required courses you have. You do have to take language arts all the way through the end of senior year. And social studies and econ also goes up until second trimester of senior year. And then you have additional elective credits. One note to make is that if your child is part-time or full-time PSEO this year, please make sure they submit their college classes they are taking to their counselor or to Miss Blado. We do need the name of the course description, and the number of credits the course is. As soon as we get your students' college classes, we will edit their classes here at the high school, so to reflect whether or not they're full-time or part-time. And then we'll also do a credit review and respond back to your student to make sure they are on track for graduation and the courses they're taking do count towards their high school requirements. We'll review this multiple times with our seniors, the graduation with academic honors. Students, so you know we do use your cumulative grade point average to address academic rigor and whether or not you'll receive any type of recognition either through a different colored tassel or cords or anything else. We do use your cumulative weighted GPA. So if you've taken AP classes, those classes are weighted on our transcript and we will use your higher GPA to qualify you. And you can see down at the bottom, it gives some details about what it means to graduate with academic distinction. You do have to have a cumulative weighted GPA of 3.7 or greater, and you also need to have a minimum of 29 credits of high rigor coursework. All of those classes are listed as 12 by 12 or honors classes. We count those as high rigor. Please know that at least 4 of these must be taken and earned during trimester 1 and 2 of senior year. And then also as a note, students who are full-time PSEO or part-time PSEO, nothing you take in second semester will count. And for students here on campus, nothing that you take during the third trimester will count. We need time to figure out your GPA and your honors credits, and those credits won't be submitted to us early enough for graduation purposes. So semester 2 and trimester 3 do not get counted for academic distinction. Changing your schedule. If any of you were not able to make open house tomorrow as you come back to school, if you are here on campus or if you are off campus, please know your counselor is working hard to make sure everybody's schedule is correct. So try to be patient, come down and see your counselor during the period in which you need changed, or if you have an open or anything like that, or the wrong class placement. If you are off campus, there is a schedule change request form you can complete, and your counselors all sent that out to you through Schoology. So again, check your Schoology messages. You can just click on a quick link and fill in the class changes that you need, and we will get to that. As you move forward, though, through your senior year, it is important for those of you who plan to be headed to a four-year college. Many colleges make admissions decisions based on the courses you submit to them. And while you do your applications this fall, you will see that most colleges are asking what classes you're taking this year. And so if you're dropping out of a lot of AP classes or college in the schools classes, or you're dropping out of your math and your science for your fourth year, things like that, your college that is admitting you may have an opinion about that. So you want to make sure that before you drop any of those full year classes, maybe you decide after trimester 1 you don't want to take AP Calc anymore. You probably want to have some conversations with your admitting college if you've been admitted anywhere before making a drastic change like that to your schedule. So please make sure you sit down and talk with your counselor before making any big changes. I covered this in an earlier slide, but PSEO students, please remember you have to provide your fall and spring schedules to your counseling office, again, to your assigned counselor or to Ms. Blado, including things like course name, credits awarded, course description, and also key is knowing what college you are attending. So sometimes you guys will take screenshots and it doesn't say the school. So we just like to know those things to help you stay on track. AP classes, remember you earn that college credit through the test you take at the end of the year in the spring. And your AP credits can be requested through the College Board website. So that's how you will send those earned credits to your attending college once you graduate. And then for concurrent enrollment and PSEO students, you are starting your college transcript right now. So wherever you are attending or whatever course you are taking here on campus that is ran through the college, please know that at the end of the year, when you request your final transcript to your attending college, you will also need to request your college's transcript to transfer those credits. So if you planned on attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, they've accepted you and you plan to go next fall, but you took concurrent enrollment classes here through Anoka-Ramsey, you'll have to ask Spring Lake Park to send in your final transcript as proof of graduation, and then you'll also have to ask Anoka-Ramsey to send in their transcript to the U of M as well to transfer any credits you earned there. And you can always come down and talk to the counselors if you have questions about that. Seniors that missed our open house, if you are currently or actively working on applying to college, and I say that as if you are applying to any 2-year or 4-year college or tech school, we are going to cover all of this kind of steps that you need to take in our first senior class meeting. We will be meeting on the 20th of September. As a full group during Pride time. So if you are not able to make it, it might be best to set up a meeting with your counselor or stop in or set up a meeting with Ms. Blado as well. I can help as well. So steps for seniors when you are requesting your initial transcript and letters of recommendation. First step is that you do have to go into Naviance and add all of the colleges you're applying to. That is important. Letters of recommendation. We strongly encourage our seniors to ask teachers in person if they will write a letter of recommendation for you. We also ask that you do not ask for more letters than what is needed for your applications. Some colleges won't even read your letters, so be sure you're only sending it to schools who are requiring or recommending a letter of recommendation. Then you will add your teacher to Naviance. If they agree, you will actually add them as a letter writer, and it will prompt an email to them just to remind them that they have agreed to this and their deadline for you as well. Please give at least 2 weeks to complete your letter of rec, and then once all of that is completed, we do encourage our seniors to write a thank you note. If you're using the Common App, you do have to connect the Common App to your Naviance account in order for everything to be sent and not get lost in the cloud. And then requesting initial transcripts, you do this as well in Naviance, and your counselor can show you how to do that if you need to know before the 20th of September. And then, final step is to submit all your applications to your colleges. Hopefully you guys have been thinking about this and you're starting to get to work on it. And if not, it's okay. We have a lot of school year left. So if you're still not quite sure what you want to do with your life after high school, again, that's what your counselors are here for. We're happy to help. All right, cap and gown orders are through Herf Jones again. These cap and gowns are a keepsake, so you do not have to bring them back or turn them in once you receive your cap and gown. The cost is $27, and we do hope that all of our seniors will order before the deadline in January. I know that seems like a long ways off, but after the January deadline, your cost, I don't believe changes, but what will change is that you do not get a cap and gown that necessarily is fitted to you. So the proper sizing does happen in this first order window, and then after that, we just order a lot of extras and you kind of get what you get. So if you want to get one that fits well, we do encourage you to apply or request your cap and gown before January. This information is also going to get sent out in Schoology and in Mr. Boucher's newsletter, so both to students and parents. Parking permits. Last year, students were able to park on campus for free and due to COVID. This year, we are returning to our typical parking lot permit situation. There will be an attendant out in the parking lot checking student vehicles. Students parking in the lot must purchase either an annual or trimester permit. Students, if you are part-time PSEO, you can also get a discounted trimester permit as well. So you can just mention that in your online registration, and there's a separate fee. I believe it's $20 if you are a part-time student on campus. You do have to go online to register, and you pay online, and then you go to the high school main office to pick up your sticker. The last thing we covered in our senior meeting on September 1st was important deadlines to the yearbook. And what Miss Deegan is really hoping all seniors remember is that especially in your senior year, the yearbook is really for you guys. This is your keepsake and a great way to kind of gather all of the memories from the last 4 years. And since we've been separated so much, we're really hoping that many of you will participate and submit things, not only your headshots and your bios and quotes, but also senior baby ads. All of this stuff is here for you. So hopefully these links will be helpful to you as well. So senior headshots are due by October 30th. Senior headshots can be provided by your own independent photographer. Miss Deegan will have a link for you to upload those if you want to provide your own. Otherwise, everything is ran through David Banks Studios. You can call, set up your own appointment, and then we'll also have a last chance date. So if you kind of forget about this, on Tuesday, October 26th, all seniors are able to come into the high school and get their headshots done with David Banks Studios free of charge. So that's kind of your last chance to have actually your senior photo printed in the yearbook. And then senior bios and quotes are due on November 30th. There's a link you can click on to fill out. Baby ads are due on December 6th. The baby ads are a little bit more for families to kind of give a shout out or a send off to their student. This is also optional, but always fun to see. And then you can also pre-order your yearbook as well as share your own images. Miss Deacon also wanted every senior to know. The yearbook committee and her, they try to go to as many events and things as possible, but they obviously can't be everywhere all the time. So if your parents or you have taken some great photos from a meet or competition or anything like that that you want shared or that you'd like listed in the yearbook as a photo, you can also submit your own images, which is kind of cool. So just keep that in mind as you work through your senior year. Just some examples of the senior headshots. And then if students submit a quote, you can kind of see that in there as well. And an example of some past year baby book ads, or baby ads, I should say. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you today. I tried to keep it as short as possible. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. My name is Jennifer Blado, and I am the counselor for career and college readiness here at Spring Lake Park High School. I'm happy to help with any questions that you might have. My phone number is 763-600-5139, and my email is jblaid@district16.org. Thank you.